Hello guys, welcome to this week's tutorial. This is the only tutorial for this week. As you know, I won't see you today in class this week. So get ready because we're going to finish learning about the Titanic. Go and get comfortable, get your language book and your vocabulary and grammar book. Okay? It's going to be a long tutorial. So we're going to continue talking about the sinking of the Titanic. Okay, here are some pictures I found. Like you guys were mentioning in class, this is the real Titanic nowadays. It's just in the water in pieces. It's rotten, right? Because it sank. And this is an original picture of the day where it happened. So first of all, let's remember a little. We saw that 1,500 people died, right? And this is a real photograph of the newspaper back in the day in 1912. Remember, we saw that it sank on April 14, and this is Boston, Tuesday morning, April 16, 1912. Imagine, this is the date of this paper, the Boston Daily Globe, okay? And yes, it says Carpathia picks up 675 out of 2,200. So that means that the Carpathia was another ship that went and helped to pick up survivors, and they pick up 675 people. Remember in class we made a calculation of the people who survived, remember? So, remember the number? It was 700. Mostly the survivors were women and children. That was something that we didn't see, but it's super important to know. So, well, guys, let's start the class. First, with vocabulary. I just want you to know some words first. Remember that the Titanic sank, right? And the past of sink is sank. It's an irregular verb. Sink, sank, right? And this is a pretty graphic picture of, this is a drawing, right, of the Titanic sinking. Okay? I just wanted you to remember that action. Also, we're going to see the word binoculars, okay? Binoculars that help us to see. These are vintage binoculars. Also, you need to know the word steersman, okay? Steersman is the person in charge of steering, okay, of moving the wheel. We could say this person is like the pilot, right, of a ship. Well, he's not a pilot, he's a steersman because he's steering, he's moving and conducting the wheel to move the ship. This is the person in charge of that. Very important person in a ship. Also, we have the word casualties. In easy word, guys, a casualty is a victim. And here are some of the victims of the Titanic. Okay? That's what they refer to with the word casualties. An iceberg, this is the original photo of the iceberg in the ocean that actually made the collision with Titanic. Okay, I just wanted to know this word. Here's a drawing, okay, that represents that moment. Imagine the Titanic was just moving and they had the collision. We learned the word collision as well. Another important word is the word lifeboats. Okay, guys, these are the lifeboats. This is a picture of the movie. So I want you to see that the ship was so long, right? We saw that it was super big on the outside and on the inside. So this is how it looked actually. The lifeboats were taken down, and then the women and children mostly could get inside. Okay? And the situation was that there weren't enough lifeboats to save the people. Okay? And so while the ship was sinking, the people were trying to survive, but there weren't enough lifeboats actually. So now that we worked on these words, we're going to finish the page that we worked on class. Okay? I want you to go to your language book, page 157, open it up, and we are going to finish the page number 2. And I want you to go to Classroom and open the link because you're going to do the listening alone. Okay, you're going to click on this bar and do the listening. So you go to the tutorial and you will see here, right, the link. You click on it and then this page will appear. Remember, we already talked about the Titanic. We saw a video and we completed the part 1. Now we're going to do part 2. Okay, listen to the next part. Match the signposts with the information that follows. So you're going to click here. You're going to do number 1 to 6. Okay, then you're going to listen again. If you need it, you listen again and you complete these. The sinking of the Titanic, the errors. When you finish, you're going to take a picture of these, okay, of number 2, and you're going to upload it in Classroom. Okay, number 2. That's what you have to do. But that is just the first part of the tutorial. Also today, you're going to work on your vocabulary and grammar book. Okay, you're going to work on 2 more pages. First, page 101, and you're going to do the page complete. This is page 101. Okay, it's the grammar part, regret, criticism, and obligation in the past. In this part, we're going to practice what we learned. Remember? All of those formulas that we learned. So I want you to do it, the whole page, 1, 2, and 3. Okay? And then you're going to do page 102, but only number 2. So you go to page 102 and you do number 1. Choose the odd words out. That means the word that doesn't match. Okay. For example, actions you have missile, attack, and surrender. Which one is not an action? Yeah, missile is not an action. That is the odd word. It's the word that doesn't belong in this category. So you're going to do number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And then you take a picture and you upload it into Classroom. You don't have to do number 2 and number 9. Just number 1. Okay? It's just 6 words to practice the vocabulary that we learned. So going back, you have to upload these 2 pages, but in page 102, only number 2 into Classroom. Here are the instructions again if you want to see them detailed. And that will be all for today, guys. Okay, I will see you next week because I will see you until next week in class. Do your work. Remember, you have many days to do it. Okay, take your time, and if you have any further question, you can always contact me on WhatsApp or on email. Take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.